The recording with them allowed 2 days, huh? Divya and Parul. Divya and Parul.
Yes, sir.
Last week we had only 2 lectures, no?
Oh, no, I think we had three. Only one day. One day we it was a holiday.
Yeah.
But four. Sorry.
I think recording going on. Sorry. Start.
Okay, so today we'll be taking the topic of Hathratnavali. Okay, as I said, in Hatha Yoga, there are many texts, but out of which we have this time Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Geranda Samhita, and this Hathratnavali. This Hathratnavali, you don't have to do it in detail. You just need to know the difference in what is given in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Geranda, and what is different in Hathratnavali, what is not there in Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Geranda. Okay, now, first thing which will come to your mind is, like, who's the author? Author of, okay, the author of this Hathratnavali is, his name is Srinivasa Bhatta. His name is Srinivasa Bhatta. So this Hathratnavali is also one of the important Hatha Yoga text. And it has certain unique features which are not explained in Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Geranda. Okay. Now his text came after Hatha Yoga Pradipika, then Geranda Samhita, and then came this Hathratnavali. Okay. Now, Hatha Yoga Pradipika is very widely known and very popular among the yogis and yoga circles. This Hathratnavali is not that famous or that popular among the yoga sadhaks. Okay, but still people know about it, people are aware of it because of its the description, the way it has been described is very simple and it has got some special features. So now what we are going to do in this Hathratnavali, we are going to study only the special features. Okay, because rest all is same, again it will be a full repetition. So we will study only those special features which are given in Hathratnavali and not mentioned in the other text. So when I say it now, immediately you will be able to connect. Okay. Now what this has got, we normally say Shatakarma, right? Whether it is Hatha Yoga Pradipika or Geranda, we say Shatakarma. But here what we should say, Ashtakarma. Like how you have Ashtakumbhak, right? So just keep in your mind, don't get confused. That's what was taught to you first. Okay, those texts were taught to you first. So this is, instead of Shatakarma, it is Ashtakarma. Okay, that means you have 8 karmas instead of 6. And how many asanas you have? You have 84 asanas. In what was said in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, 84 important asanas, out of which I am going to explain 15 asanas, right? So same way in Geranda, he has explained 32 asanas. But here, he is explained 84 asanas. And he has given a lot of importance to mudras. And concept of Panda Brahmana. Panda Brahmana, like how we say the how we say in the other thing, Yata Brahmande Tata Pinde, means whatever is in Brahmanda, same thing is in the Pinda. Like that, the Sanskrit, there is one small, not saying, it is a phrase. Yata Brahmande Tata Pinde. Like this Brahmand has Pancha Mahabhuta, yes, this also has Pancha Mahabhuta. Like that. Okay. So what is that called? So whatever is there in macrocosm, that is Brahmande, same thing is there in the Pinda inside, that is microcosm. So that has been explained in a little detail here. Okay. Now these are some of the important features. Okay. So now let us see. Now, in what context this was written? There was already enough Hatha Yogic text, right? Shiva Samhita, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Geranda. When so many are there, why you need one more text? Okay, to add more confusion, why you need one more text? Because here he wants to remove the misconceptions of the traditional yoga. Some people have not understood it correctly. So during his time, not that the previous texts were wrong, the people understood those texts incorrectly, wrongly. Because, you know, in the literature and in the granthas, they all use flowery language, right? Very flowery language. They use, sometimes you feel it is, it is exaggerated. But actually it is not exaggerated. During their time, as a way of respect, they use that kind of a language. But the people who came later misunderstood. Okay. So he wanted to remove all the misconception about the definition of yoga and concept of yoga. So in this Hathratnavali, what is Srinivasa Bhatta? He wants to remove the misconception and give a clear definition of yoga. Now, according to Yoga Sutras, definition of yoga is yoga chitta vritti nirodha, right? But that also people have misunderstood. So here he is trying to give a clearer picture. Okay, definition of yoga. Then another important features is he has talked about 84 asanas. Then he has talked about ashtakarmas. Then he has talked about mudras and Pinda Brahman. Okay. As I said, no, Yata Brahmande, Tata Pinda. Like that, he has talked about what is there in Pinda and what is there in Brahmanda. Okay. Now here, he has told, yes. Now here, he has called this yoga as Mahayoga. Okay. Yes. And he has also mentioned the types of yoga. Okay. In his this book, he has mentioned the word called Mahayoga, and he has also mentioned the types of yoga. Now, according to him, he wanted to remove the misconception. So, he gave a clear definition of yoga. Now, what he is following, he is also following, he was also influenced by Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So, he has also used the word as Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Okay, Patanjali has given this, right? So, I say Patanjali. So, he has also the same Chitta Vritti Nirodha. He has termed it as Mahayoga. Whatever definition of yoga as per Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, Srinivasa Bhatta has termed it as Mahayoga. Okay. And he has also, Srinivasa Bhatta, he has also given the 4 subdivisions of that yoga. So you are only supposed to know at this level 3, you are only supposed to know these terms and how it is different from Hatha Yoga, Pradipika and Geran. Okay. Acha. So now you know what is the first different thing. This first different thing was Mahayoga. And what is that Mahayoga? The same definition of yoga as Chitta Vritti Nirodha, which sage Patanjali has told that first. That he has termed it as Mahayoga. And another different thing is he has got 4 different subdivisions. That is Mantra Yoga, Laya Yoga, Raja Yoga, and Hatha Yoga. Okay, these are the 4 subdivisions of Mahayoga. Okay. See, because these will come as the Mahayoga is, remember, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And the types, subdivisions of yoga is all Mantra Yoga, Laya Yoga. So Mahayoga is separate. Don't get confused. Okay. Now, in short, let us see what are each of these subdivisions. Okay. Now, Mantra Yoga. Now, Mantra. This mantra ka ma stands for the mind. Okay. And ma, man, and tra. So, what is the exact definition of mantra? Mananat trayate iti mantraha. Right? So, that technology or that method which protects your mind, that is called as mantra. And that kind of a yoga. Yoga, you know. Yoga means, according to him, Mahayoga is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So, yoga is to establish the connection with the divine or with the supreme. Okay, with the ultimate reality through mantra. So, you're doing that connection through mantra. So, that is called mantra yoga. So, manas, man means mind or manas, and tra means it represents the life force or prana. Okay, life force or prana. So, what does mantra yoga will mean? Mantra yoga will mean, yoga is again union, right? So, union of man and tra. That is manas and prana. You are able to get it? What is the meaning of mantra yoga? Yoga means union, mana and tra. Manas, mind and prana. Prana means life force. So that is called mantra yoga. Okay. You just need to know this much. Okay. Laya yoga. Laya. Laya means flow. Right? Laya means flow. Now here, he has used the concept of Sanketa. Now, what is this Sanketa? Sanketa is a method, is a process. It is called, like how you say Samadhi is the total absorption of mind. You say like that, right? If you take the English translation, Samadhi, you know, it doesn't have an exact word in English, but we are just trying, and then we have coined one term as total absorption of the mind. That is called Samadhi. So what is here Sanketa? What he has called? It is absorption of the mind. Okay. Now what is absorption here? How does it take place? This takes place when you concentrate on the back of your head. Now what is there in the back of your head? Back of your head? The
Pineal gland.
Oh, pineal gland, yes. But which brain is there at the back? First thing is pineal gland, okay. Which brain is there? Midbrain. I'm talking about the physical part. Okay. This has got nothing to do with the physical part. But for you to understand, I'm saying the physical part is pineal gland, and also their midbrain is located. That's why many people these days, they do mid-brain activation or mid-brain meditation, like that they do, right? You must have heard, right? So that's, so here you have to concentrate on that portion. How will you concentrate? You have to concentrate between the eyebrows. But where? But is the location here? No. You have to pierce your vision between the eyebrows and go here to that pineal gland. Correct? So in my class also, I always take mid-brain meditation in the beginning, the first 10 minutes I take. Okay. So, but some people, those who are very physical, dynamic oriented, no, they may not appreciate meditation. Okay. So, yeah. So that is called Laya Yoga, where you concentrate on through the Bhru Madhya. This is called Bhru Madhya, eyebrows, and go here. Okay. So when you do this Laya Yoga, you have to, you have so much become one with that object that you forget that the object is present there. Okay? Matlab, you have become one with the object. That's what happens in Samadhi, right? In Yoga Sutra, you might have learned the definition of Samadhi. Yes. Only that you forget that that object is present and you have become one with the object. I am that object. Okay. So that is called Laya Yoga. Okay. That once you get into that Laya, you will not see that object again. Because you have become already one with the object. That experience is gone. Okay. So Laya Yoga. Mantra Yoga, Laya Yoga. Raja Yoga, already this you have learned. What is the main aim of Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga, like that you've learned, no? Then you have also learned the meaning of Raja Yoga in Hatha Yoga. Okay. So here what happens? Prana, you have to take the prana upwards. It's attracted upwards, right? The prana, the flow of prana goes upwards. And that is the direction of prana, no? Like how apana goes downwards, similarly, the prana always goes upwards, right? So this prana going upwards, then it establishes itself in the space inside the head. Okay. Now here, inside the head, which chakra is there? Here.
Sahasra.
No, Sahasra is here.
Adya. Agya chakra is here.
Agnya chakra. So, in the Akasha, means the space of that, around that chakra, what happens? The prana establishes, it goes upwards and it establishes itself there. Okay. The other things I will not explain. That is already understood. Here, it will unite, all that is all understood. Okay. So, here what happens? See, there we were talking about Sanket, correct? In the previous one, in the Laya Yoga, we were talking about Sanket. Now, here what are we talking about? We are talking about Prana. Yeah. So, in this Samadhi state, what happens? There is no activity of the mind. So, Yoga Chitta Vritti also says the same thing. All the vrittis go away and from mind you go to no mind. Correct? So, here also the same thing. That is why he has called it as. But in Hatha Yoga, what you used to call? You used to call it as Unmani, Manomani. Correct? So, similarly, here you are calling it as Samadhi. So, if this is the state of Samadhi, and here there is absolutely no mind. And the mind itself is not there, then where is the question of activity? Then where is the question of perception? No need of any perception. Okay, Raj Yoga. Only you have to know these headings because any question related to this might come in MCQs. Might come. Just, hardly 1 or 2 questions. Okay. Now, Hatha Yoga. Now, this, again, the same thing I'm going to repeat. Ha means sun, ta means moon, right? And Ha represents the Ida, and Ha represents Ida and Pingala. And the balancing of these 2 nadis is called Hatha Yoga. Balancing of these 2 nadis is called Hatha Yoga. Correct? And also, how many asanas? I think y'all can only tell 15 asanas. Then how many mudras? In Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Come on. You all have made the PPTs, no? You might remember. Yes. How many mudras? Idam hi mudra dashakam jara marana nashanam. So, how many mudras? 10. Dashakam, 10 mudras. Okay, be very careful. Huh? In Gerenda, 25 mudras are there. You all have prepared PPTs. Just go through it. Before the exams, you have to go through it. Okay, so 10 mudras. Then how many kriyas? Shata kriyas, ashta kumbhakas, right? All these are, and what is that? Nadhanu Tandan. Okay. So Hatha Yoga Pradipika has all that.
Ma'am, here it is written 8 kriyas.
Where?
There only in that.
Yes, that is for Ashtakarmas, no? Where? Yes, yes. That is for Ashtakarmas. I'm talking
Hatha
about...
Yoga Pradipika has Shata Karma. So this is Hatha Yoga as per Ratnavali.
That's what I'm saying. This is also one of the Hatha Yogic texts, no? See, Hatha Yoga Pradipika has, that is also one Hatha Yogic text, right? That has 15 asanas, 10 mudras, ashtakumbhakas, dasha mudras, and Nadanusanna. And this is also one Hatha Yogic text. This has how many asanas? 84 asanas.
Okay.
And same, 10 mudras. Ashtakarma, 8 kriyas. This has 8 kriyas. Ashtakarma. Normally you have Shata kriyas, right? Here you have 8 kriyas. Ashtakarma and Ashtakumbhaka. And how many asanas? 84 asanas. And those Mahayoga. See, that Mahayoga is already there. So only what is different you have to see. Okay, 10 mudras are there. Okay, what is different? The 6 and here 8. Here also 8. And asanas are 84 in number. Okay, that much you remember. These basic things, if you remember also, is sufficient. Okay. Now, instead of Shatakarma, here Ashtakarmas are there. Okay, 8 karmas. Now, what is different here? Srinivasa Yogi has mentioned Ashtakarmas. Okay, which means the 6 are already there. And what is the addition? Addition is Chakri. Chakri Karma and Gajakarni. Okay, now Gajakarni again you have heard somewhere? Yes, it is there in Hatha Yoga Pradipika.
But it was not outside,
yes,
outside
exactly.
the Shatakarma.
It's not a part of Shatakarma. It's outside.
It was like Vaman, ma'am?
Yes,
Vaman types, na?
it is like a Vaman. But here what he's saying, he has actually included Gajakarani in Ashtaka. Okay. Okay. And Chakri. Just remember this name. Chakri. And he has given lot of importance to this Chakri Karma. Okay. Just remember this word that's in it. It has come through Guru Parampara. They always believe in this Guru Parampara, right? Then Nauli. Now here, how different is Nauli? See, I'm telling you only what is different. The remaining is all same. And questions mean they'll ask you. If it is different only, they will ask you. Okay. Nauli. Now this Ashtakarma, our Srinivasa Bhatt has covered two kind of Nauli. That is Bahir Nauli and Antar Nauli. These two kinds. Okay. Just remember, Bahir Nauli is was already there, right? And Antar Nauli was propagated by him. Now, what is Antar Nauli has not been mentioned. It's not been, but just remember the names that in Hathratnavali, two types of Nauli, Antar Nauli and Bahir. Okay. So Basti, right? Now, what he has told about Basti, one is as per Kapalika tradition and other is Charpata. Now, if you go through the shloka in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, I think shloka number 8 or 9, you have that full list of 32 gurus. Okay, that Guru Parampara, 32 gurus you have. So, one of them is Kapalika and other one is Charpata. Okay. You can go and refer to that Hatha Yoga text which I have sent to you. Na? I think it is 8 and 9 or 9 and 10. You can just go and check it out. Okay. Shloka number. So out of all those 32 gurus, they're all tradition, no? Guru Parampara it is. So one of them is Kapalika, the other one is Charpata. So in Kapalika tradition, a wooden tube is used for Basti. Okay, the wooden tube is used. Okay. Yeah. So this Basti, again, according to Charpata Kapalika tradition, a wooden tube is used for Basti. Okay. And according to Charpata tradition, in Charpata tradition, instead of tube, it is called Karli Karma. Okay. Just as of now, remember these names, Karli Karma. Because it has nothing to do with practical, it has nothing to do with the... So just remember these names. We'll go into detail afterwards. Okay, so here what happens, he has taken these two kind of Basti into... In Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Basti means what? Basti, Sthala Basti, Jala Basti, you sit in the water, right? All that. But here he has used this, Basti of Kapalika and Charpata tradition. He has given importance to that. how he say, what he says according to in Hatha Yoga Pradipika and all, the, the the description of the place is given, no, where you should sit and practice and how you should do and all. So here what he's saying, you stay in a place which is free from drought or which is free from wind, too much of wind, because it creates disturbance in your practice. Okay, that's what. And also he has told to avoid food for 1 hour, okay, before and after practicing the Vastika. 1 hour of time is given. Okay, so only the differences we will look at the differences. Now next coming Neti, there also you have Neti, here also you have Neti, right? Now here what he is saying, how he is told, how his Neti different from Hatha Pradipika and Geranda. He uses longer threads. There what you used to say, some measurement of one sutra was given, or and then you put it like this and remove it from here, right? But here he is saying, you can take longer threads and you can insert it through both your nostril and remove it out. And what you should do, because it will, for both the nostrils it will come out, right? And after removing it, you can tie it, attach it, and then you can do like this. You can even cleanse this passage. Before we used to, what we used to think, we had to clear only one nasal passage at a time, correct? First put it through one nostril, clean, put it through the other nostril, clean, right? Here what he is saying, you put it through both nostrils and then bring it out through the throat, and then you can clean it like this also. In Yoga Vidya Niketan, where we used to study, we used to call it as Vesan Neti. Vesan Neti. Okay. So this is called by Srinivasa Bhatt. He is calling this as Neti. Okay. Gajakarani. Now in Gajakarani, what he has told? Okay. He is calling it as Guru Gajakarani. Okay. Guru Gajakarani. Just taught to him by his Guru. In Gajakarani, what we used to do? We used to drink either salted water or plain water. If the person has BP, use. But here what he is saying, you use coconut water. Okay. Coconut water or some sweet water. We can mix water with jaggery. Like Divya may be knowing what during Ram Navami, no, we used to make. That is a prasad for us. We call it as panaka. I don't know in Hindi how you call it. But so if you go to temples and all, they'll give as tirtha, they'll give. And it's very tasty. At home also we make. So Srinivasa Bhatt, he has told that way. Either you use coconut water or you use sweetened water. Water mixed with jaggery. Okay, for what? For Gajakarani. So that way his Gajakarani is different. If you ask a question, Gajakarani as per, not Viva. Viva, they will not ask anything in Hathratnavali, in the MCQs. So you should immediately strike to you that somewhere in the option it will be given, either coconut water, sweet water, something will be given. And hardly 1 or 2 questions will come. From Hathratnavali. Okay, so Gajakarani is over. And here they have included Gajakarani here. And in Geranda, Vamana is included in that. Kapala Bhastrika. You have heard of Kapala Bhati, right? And in Geranda, what is it called? It is also called as Yes, Bhala.
Bhalabhati.
Yes, Bhalabhati, right? But now what he is calling it Kapalabhati as Kapala Hastrika. And of course, this you should not try, okay? Because you have not learned from a guru, you should not try. So while inhale and exhale, like this, like that, okay? Don't try it because it's not taught to you, it's not given. He's taking it, it is his way. He's done it differently. So, and he's calling it as Kapala Bhastrika. So, it's a combination of Kapala Bhati and Bhastrika. Okay. So, who introduced this? Srinivasa Bhatt. Okay, it is a new type of Kapala Bhati. It is also called Kapala Bhastrika. So, you have to move the head to the left. Okay. And then the right. Okay. Left is Purak. Like that. Okay. So, you have both. And what is this movement of head called? Along with Bhastrika we are doing. It is called Bhranti Hastra. Okay, anyway, we'll share all this with you. No issues. Okay, Bhranti Hastra. Okay, now also he has chakra purification. Okay, what is this chakra purification? It is chakra purification is basically purifying all the chakras in the body by different methods. Okay, what are those different methods? It's given. For Mooladhara, use Chakri Karma, Swadish. For Swadhisthana, use Vajroli. Vajroli, remember, you have already studied it. I mean, not in detail. You're not supposed to also study in detail. Vajroli. Swadhisthana, Vajroli. Then Nabhi Chakra, that is Manipura. Simple, Nauli. And for Anahata, Dhauti. You know, you had those different kinds of Dhauti as per Geranda. Yes, you have no Dhrida Dhauti, Danda Dhauti, right? So, Anahata Dhauti, Vishuddha. Also, sorry, Vishuddhi here. I'm sorry. Vishuddhi. Also Dhauti. All these different kriyas we are using for purifying the chakras. Okay. And Ajna Chakra, simple. Neti and Tratak also. Neti and Tratak we have to use for Ajna Chakra. I mean, purifying the Ajna Chakra. And basically, all chakras can be purified by Basti and Kapala. Okay, all chakras. Basti and Kapala Bhati, if you do, you can purify all the chakras. Now comes Kumbhakas. Okay, there also you had Ashta Kumbhakas. Here also you are having Ashta Kumbhakas. Ashta Karma. That is Ashta, that Shuddhi Kriya, whatever you call it. Ashta Karma, Ashta Kumbhakas. All 18 number. Okay. Now here, instead of those 8 Kumbhakas, he has given one more addition. Now, what is that addition? We will see. Okay. What is that addition? Addition is Bhujanga Karani. Bhujanga Karani. Just remember this name. Bhujanga Karani. And one more change. This is one addition. Bhujanga Karani is just one addition. And he has removed that Plavini and he has put Kevali. Now, just go back to that Hatha Yoga Pradipika. You have this other than Ashtakumbhakas, you had Sahita and Kevali. Correct? In Geranda, you had Sahita. Now, here what he is saying, he has removed that Plavini and he has put Kevali. Kumbha. Any confusion? Here there are 9 kumbhakas. The 9th one is Bhujanga Karani. Okay. And instead of Plavini, he has put Keval. Bhujanga Karani, addition. And he has replaced Plavini by Keval Kumbh. Okay. Now mudras. He has also mentioned the mudras here. Okay. Now, he has given Mahamudra. Do you remember Mahamudra you have in Hatha Yoga Pradipika also? Like Janashirasana, you have to hold the toe and look up and all. Apply the bandha. Right? Achha. Here he has used Mahamudra as told by sage Vasishta. Okay, what sage Vasishta has told? You leave it. Okay, but he has used the Mahamudra as told by sage Vasishta. And what he, Mahaveda also. Okay. Mahamudra, Mahaveda, Mahabandhascha Kechari, no? Right? So here also you have Mahamudra, Mahaveda. Mahaveda, but you have to practice it 8 times in a day. Okay, that's what differently he has told. And then he has given lot of, these are all the important features. And same way, he has also given lot of importance to Guru Shishya Parampara. Right? Guru Shishya. That's why he has incorporated the previous gurus too. In that Basti, Kapalika, Charpata, he has taken from there also. He is very open. Whichever is suitable for that particular phase of time, that particular period, whichever is suitable, he has used it. And also, he is given, the, like, how to prepare a tune for the Vajroli Mudra. Right? Vajroli Mudra as per Hatha Yoga Pradipika. But here, in detail, he has explained how to make the tune. And how it will travel into the, what do you call that, prana, the semen will travel into the female. He is given clearly on. Okay? Yeah. And another important features, he is called Shabda Garbha Chalana, Jivha Chalan. Okay. Now this Jivha Chalan is same as the Shakti Chalana, which is described in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Okay. So he has used Jivha Chalan. It's called Shabda Garbha Chalan. And he has also used words for Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. He has used lot of other terms, yogic terms. Okay, he has used. In Hatha Yoga Pradipika itself, you can find many names for Sushumna. I had given you in that book, textbook I have shared with you, no? You can look for it. Many names for Sushumna. So like that, he has given terms for Ida and Pingala also. And he has also talked about Ashtanga Yoga. Now, his approach for Ashtanga Yoga is slightly different from the Ashtanga Yoga in your Yoga Sutras. Okay, it is different. What he's saying, he did not take Yama as a separate Anga. There how you had yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, like that, right? Now what he has done, he has combined that yama and niyama, and what is important, he has kept it. Okay. Instead, what he did, instead of taking yama separately, he divided the yama into two parts. Okay. How he said two parts, ahimsa and brahmacharya, it is manasa niyam. Manasik niyam, manasa niyam. Okay. Which one? Ahimsa and brahmacharya. Actually, when do we act violently, or when do we, first that thought comes into the mind, no? Then we act upon it, then it becomes an act of violence, right? So where it comes from here. Even same brahmacharya also. Sometimes that unwanted desires and thoughts, where do they come? They come here, right? Then only it manifests itself through action. So he has put it under two parts, niyama. These two are manasa niyama. And yes, and satya. Satya we always practice, right? So he has included that as kayik niyama. Kayik. To our expression, to our body, we express the truth through the mouth, right? So that's why he has put that satya under kayik niyam. Okay, manasa niyama, kayik niyam. In manasa niyama, he has included ahimsa and brahmacharya. And satya he has put under kayik niyam. Then asana. He has the full list of 84 asanas. Okay. All the asanas from Hatha Yoga Pratipika and Geranda, maybe it will be repeating there. And some of the asanas which may not be given in the other text. That Samputita Pankaja. These all you can just refer and get the images of. That's your homework. Ekapada Mayura. Mayura Asan. He's saying in one leg. Ekapada. Then Saurasan. Then Pinda Mayura. Danda Mayura. Danda means standing Mayuras. Danda. Then Pada Pindasan. Pani Patrasan. Okay. These are just some of the asanas out of those 84 asanas, in addition to the asanas which are also given in Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Geranda. Okay. Now, this concept of Sanketa, we have already referred to it previously, no? Sanketa means concentrate here, right? So here it is called Sanketa Bru Madhya Drishti. Bru Madhya Drishti. So here he has talked about Bru Madhya Drishti through Sanketa. Bru Madhya means Drishti between the eyebrows or the eyebrow center. Okay. So through Sanketa, the Sanketa is one kind of, you can say a concentration, or you can say it is concentration. Okay. So where do you concentrate here? You concentrate between the eyebrow, in the eyebrow center. But where it is? In the back of your head. Exactly the eyebrow center, back of your head. Now, according to Srinivasa Bhatt, that is the place for the chitta. Normally we say chitta like this, or sometimes we show to the heart and say chitta, right? we keep our hand on the heart and we so chitta. No? I feel like this, then I think like this. Or sometimes I feel also we show like this, right? So he calls that as the area of chitta, where all the impressions are stored, right? Previous birth, all impressions are stored. So he's saying that you have to concentrate on this point. And when you concentrate on this point, the absorption of mind will happen. See, total absorption, that you can say samadhi, right? So here you can say the absorption of mind will happen. Okay. In another context, again he has used Sanketa, referring to which mudra? This was Drishti, Bhumadhya Drishti. He has also used another context of Kechari Mudra. Have you heard of Kechari Mudra? Where in Hatha Yoga Pradipika have you heard? Yes, the tongue. There's some method they use. They make it flexible. Yes, nasopharyngeal passage, and it goes where that somaras, that ras is there. Right? He'll go and touch. So here what he's saying, he has used that word Sanket for when you do this concentration with Kechari Mudra. Okay? Again, just Kechari Mudra, again I have already told, the tongue is inserted in the in a spiral of shape of Ida and Pingala. Okay, it goes inside. And it reaches the Sushumna, where I said Sushumna is at the center. Ida and Pingala is coming from here. It meets in the Sushumna. Sushumna is at the center. And it is that place of the Sushumna where the absorption happens. That nectar, I said somaras. It starts where the, remember I told you about the moon? Bindu, Kala, that moon, especially in the, remember in the Viprita Karni, I said, sun is down and the moon is up and all, I told you, no? Right? So that it is that same moon. So ras we call it. It's a nectar which is oozing out from there. That happens when that reaches the place of Shushumna. Okay? That in that place it absorbs all the nectar which is oozing out of the moon. We call it Chandra. Okay, located over there. So that is called, it is somewhat similar to our meditation or samadhi or dhyana. Okay. So these are the things which are different in what do you call? In Hathratnavali. Okay, just 1 minute.